Veterans of the liberation struggle in the Otjozondjupa region have joined the rest of the country in paying tribute to the late President Hage Geingob, who died in the early hours of Sunday at the Windhoek hospital at the age of 82 years old. 81-year-old former Robben Island prisoner Lazarus Gunther remembered Geingob's youthful days when he was a member of the Gold Star Brothers band that used to travel from Okanja to come perform concerts and play soccer in Otjozondjupa.
Condolences to the family of our late president. This story of its untimely pass on came so suddenly, and it was a very shocking and painful news to me. I was looking at the TV, I just wanted to cry. But anyway, we have lost a real unifier, a man of the people, president of the people. A man who hated tribalism, racism. You know, he wanted everybody to hold hands so that we can build this Namibian house, as he used to call it. I know Comrade Hage since I was a young guy. Oh, that's in the early 1960s. You know, when he was at Agustinium, and they used to come here with their concert band. They used to sleep at our house there in the old location, next to the current People's Corner. You can see the old building, the shop building. The house, the house is our house. The house of the old man who raised me. So I was staying there. And they used to come with his friends and they were sleeping there. But I didn't know that they were related to this old man who raised me. Yeah. I only came to know that about that later on. They used to come and play concerts and even soccer from Agustino. He has a concert band we called what was the name? Gold Star Brothers. Gold Star Brothers. It was a concert feature of the Agustino. Yeah. So that's the time I that's his name. And then so it was and actually after finishing school he became a teacher then in instrument, of course. And by that and also I left school and I started working at the magistrate's court here in Ashwarum. And during that time that he left the country into exile. But as for present, it's a guy, the real man of the people. And he left a weight. I think and hope that Community Bumba will continue with what his predecessor left.
Meanwhile, several former combatants of the People's Liberation Army of Namibia, whose lives were impacted by Geingob during the liberation struggle days, say they saw Geingob as a father figure, a school principal, and an exceptional man. They say the late statesman was their director in exile at the United Nations Institute of Namibia in Lusaka, Zambia, that his tutelage at the institute positively changed their lives.
I met late Hage at the entrance of the institute, and he asked me if I passed very well. And I said yes, with second class. And I know it was a distinction, but I came out with credit, which is a second class. That he was going to follow up with the scholarship offers that are given by different universities with Mr. Itana and Dr. Olak, to see if I was one of the recommended or the person to be recommended for further studies. So then he went like that. So I never heard anything about that. But somewhere in passing, I heard he was out of the office and Dr. Chitendero was acting. So my name was submitted to go for further studies in UK. And Chitendero said, wait for Geingob to come. But that one passed. I didn't go in. But I managed to get another one. I was sent to France to learn the language. But that was also through him, I could say. So in 2018, that's now after independence, we met in Ochivarongo. There was a function, and his lunch was done at Senored. So we met in Senored, and he said, "Are you still alive? Where are you?" You know, them, they don't have that much time, and their people are all over, and so on. I said, "Yes, I'm still alive." Then off they went to their table, and I came. Then we met again 2022 in Osona village. There was a function, they came to see how Osona was, and then we went under the same tent, and still we met. Utilifa, where are you? So I tell him, I'm here. But
He's a man who loves sport. That's why I mentioned how old he was when we met him, because he would then on Saturdays come and join us on a soccer match to play with us. Yeah, but I personally got to know him even closer because I got involved in student leadership, which meant that I had to deal with him more closely than others. Hage is a very straightforward person. He does not like rumors. He hates gossip and he hates lies. So if you do any of those things, you know that you are in trouble with him. He will disgrace you and you will never want to be next to him. So we socialized with him whenever he had parties at his house. He would invite us to eat there and to drink with him and also share with us, this his struggle experiences and teach us how to live. He's also a man who values respect. He respected his leaders and he expected his followers to respect him. So that one is unmistakable. Yeah, when we interacted him at with him at family level, we realized that he is a good father, and we noted that. Yeah, so when I entered UNIN, I was first enrolled in the program of development studies and management training with focus on constitutional and legal studies. And then after independence, I came with him. The day he arrived, we were in that delegation that he led to come and lead the directorate of the SWAPO direct elections. So I was in the political and information and mobilization department. It was led by Idipo Antenya, and Hage was our chief. Yeah. So when we finished, we all got into government. Later, I ended up at State House as special assistant to the president, the first president, Nyoma.
And the mayor of Grootfontein, Talita Gari, says who met Geingob through her late husband, Engelhard Adolf Garisab, said Geingob was a family friend to them and whom, despite his busy political schedule, made time to call on them.
My late husband, Engelhard Adolf Sikayo Lani Garisib, and the late President Dr. Hage Geingob were the friends from the beginning. They went together to Okahanja, to Augustinium for the teachers training. And when they finished their career there at Augustinium, they get the job as a teachers in Jumep. They went to Jumep and start teaching together at the same school. And where they were teaching there, they joined the soccer team. In the same team. They were playing in the same team as the best friends. When the late president came back, he became a prime minister. He became a prime minister. And while he was a prime minister, my husband became also a mayor of the town. And after a year, my husband was again re-elected. And when my husband was re-elected, the late Dr. Hage Geingob, the president of Namibia, he wrote the letter of appreciation to my husband and congratulate him. When my husband passed on 24 December, the next day, Dr. Hage, the late president, visited my house. He was the first one to visit my house and stay with us for that whole week till the burial day.
War veteran and district coordinator in the Okakarara area, retired Colonel Wahakahimise Rahamisa, said he was linked to Geingob during the Tanganyika days when he used to work as a personal assistant in the office of the late Peter Nanyemba in Tanzania.
First of all, I would like to send the condolences to the First Lady, Madam Monica Geingob, the children, the family, and the people of Namibia, all of us, the compatriots of this land. When I was outside, I did not meet physically or with our late President Dr. Geingob, but I was working in the SWAPO office in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. By then it was Tanganyika. And as we were there, I was almost a general worker in the office, doing filing, also being sent to go and fax things were going to the United Nations or collect the post and all type of things. I was just like a personal assistant to Comrade Peter Enies Nanyemba. And so it's where I started to know Comrade Hage Geingob. When he arrived, remember that he kissed even the land, the soil, saying that, thank you, Lord, that we have come back. And we are going to do that. And from there is when we met. We met at different meetings, public meetings, rally. And at these rallies, we have different things to talk. We were good dancers. I could also dance with him. And the first dancing I defeated him was in Khobabes, and there I defeated him. But later here in Okakarara at one of the public meetings, he went down, and the people were also shouting Korihas, and there he became another dancer. Everybody wanted to come and pick him up, and so on. So he was that person of different things many people were saying. He was not a person in politics only in what only, he was a unifier